Siguro big winner for me. Oh, hirap na.
Hi Pepsters! Welcome to Pep Spotlight. Ex-housemate ng PBB Celebrity Collab ang makakasama natin ngayon. Let's all welcome ang dedicated showstopper ng Canada, AC Bonifacio. Yan. Hi! Welcome AC to Pep
Hello po.
Spotlight.
Thank you for having me again.
Pang ilang beses mo na sa amin sa Pep Spotlight or Pep
Third.
Live? Iba,
Third
no?
na po. I've been with friends, I've been alone. So parang family na din po tayo dito.
Yes, ayan. Super chikahan lang tayo ngayon at I hope mag-enjoy tayo sa ating kwentuhan at ating mga pepsters na nanonood. Ayan, syempre umpisahan na natin kagad. Of course, it's been a while since you got evicted from PBB. Pero medyo konting throwback lang tayo, no? Ayan. Siguro kwentuhan mo kami how you joined the show. In-expect mo ba na makakasama ka sa PBB Celebrity Collab?
Actually, a lot of people questioned me when I joined. Before and after, na parang bakit? Di mo na kailangan. Ganun yung sinasabi sa akin. Pero for me, I've always been the type of person where I wanted to try and try more. I wanted to experience and see how it actually felt. So when the opportunity came, it wasn't something that I pushed naman on my own because I have a mindset na everything happens for a reason. Everything that comes to me for a reason po. So nung in-offer po sa akin na mag-audition, at first medyo hesitant po ako because I had never thought of my life being put out there, fully put out there, in front of the public na wala kang choice kung anong ipapakita mo at kung anong hindi. So I was kind of hesitant because I was scared. But yun nga, because I want to keep trying and doing more experience, I thought, but it's worth trying, at least trying. Because I don't know kung makakapasok po ako. I don't know how the audition process goes. So I just did it with the support, of course, of my mom and my friends saying na kaya mo naman and there's no harm in trying. So, yun po, that's how I got into it, how I auditioned for it.
And then when you learned that you got in, did it take long or were you given enough time to prepare before the first yung parang
Opo.
opening night of
Opo.
PBB?
They didn't tell us until late kasi nga obviously that's how PBB works na ang daming nag-audition. It's very secretive. So they don't really officially tell you until siguro I found out mga a week, I can say, before we went into hotel arrest. Kasi I mean, aware naman po yung public na may hotel po muna kami before papasok sa PBB because they want to take us away from the outside world already. So I mean, you have a feeling na baka, so parang nagpe-prepare ka naman na din in your head and mindset of things you need to bring in, of things you might need to buy and packing and all of that. So there's that little preparation before that, but officially knowing was like a week before po. So medyo nakaka-stress nga po, pero kinaya naman.
And then getting inside Kuya's house, what was your first impression? For sure you've seen siguro snippets of previous editions, pero was it still a surprise for you yung ikaw mismo nakaranas kung paano yung sa loob ng bahay?
Actually, madami po akong friends from PBB, past seasons and recent. And I wanted to experience, because a lot of people were saying, okay, detox siya, parang bakasyon siya, just enjoy. Because your only struggle there is thinking about winning the weekly tasks so you can get food for the next day. Parang yun lang yung challenge na sinasabi nila. And at the same time, I've also seen clips nga where it gets very emotional during challenges. As a viewer, you would think na parang, ang OA naman nila, biglang umiiyak, bakit konting issue nagiging big deal. you don't know until you're inside talaga. So those are things that as a viewer, I was watching outside and I was like, ganito ba talaga? Scripted ba to? How, what is going on inside? So once I got inside, yun po, na-experience ko na, na-realize ko na everything that's happening inside is real. It's not scripted. You're going through the flow. Little things, not that it becomes a big deal kasi lahat na nangyari naman po sa akin, hindi siya naging big deal sa loob ng bahay. Naging big deal po siya sa labas. But inside, the emotions are really high talaga. You're put on a like on a microscope, and every movement you do, not that it becomes a big deal, but kita siya. That's what that's the way I can explain it. Na everything is just put on a higher scale, the way you feel. So bigla na lang masaya ka, bigla na lang umiiyak. So I think that's one of my biggest take-ins from PBB na the emotional roller coaster is there talaga with everyone, and you don't realize it until makalabas ka ulit or you were inside of the house. That's why a lot of us housemates, we keep saying, even if you ask past housemates, it's there's a certain magic in the house na you cannot explain pag nasa loob or nasa labas ka.
Mhm. Kasi parang siyempre hindi ka naman aware of what people are talking about outside while you're inside the house, no?
Opo.
Parang gano'n. So, pag nandodo'n kayo, parang go lang kung ano naisip nyo or kung anong
Opo.
ginagawa nyo, hindi nyo naiisip yung
Well,
labas. Or may
because
self-consciousness.
PBB is it's a life simulation po kasi that's the way we've looked at it na they put you in a house with 20 other people where you can say like it's like the world, and you're given jobs, you're given these tasks, and you have to figure it out, and there are certain adjustments that you need to make if you want to or not. So it really does get hard at certain points, but yeah, yun nga po. It
Mm.
we went through all of the experiences of a regular life inside of that house po.
What did you enjoy the most inside the house? Gusto mo ba yung mga
Honestly,
chores?
I enjoyed everything. I loved it was like a big sleepover. I love being around the housemates. I love getting to know them, the challenges, and also the not knowing kung anong gagawin mo for the day. Parang yung naging routine lang po namin for the day was, okay, gising, ligo, mag-ready, kunin yung daily supplies na rice, vegetables, yung mga ketchup po namin, yung one piece of bread namin each, yung egg po namin each. But aside from that, cooking and then eating, we never know what's gonna happen during the day. As in, you'll think you're gonna have a good, peaceful day, tapos biglang si kuya magpapatawag sa confession room, iiyak ka, biglang may task na sobrang hirap. So you never know what's really gonna happen. I love the not knowing sa loob ng bahay. Because for the past 10 years, it's been routine for me. Every single day, every single hour. So ngayon po, going into PBB, I was like, no care at all. Not that no care at all in the world, but wala kang issues that are happening sa labas are not your issues sa loob ng bahay at all. So yun po, it was the not knowing.
What do you mean outside? It feels like a routine. Mas sa labas, mas routinary for you than inside? Or siguro dahil
Opo.
sanay ka lang na work and bahay. Paano ba ang ano mo, ang iyong usual day outside?
Siguro yun po because most of my family is in Canada. I'm only here with my mom. I'm really only in the Philippines because I am able to do my passion as work. So it's really been routine for me na yun po, I go into ABS, I dance, I sing, I act, or I host. And then I come home to my mom or I come home to my friends. We hang out at home. There's only certain things that we can do also because of limited time and schedules. So, parang naging routine na din po yung mga ginagawa ko dito sa Pinas po. Yes.
Hindi ka mag-gimmick. Even at your age,
Ang
ha?
hirap din po mag-gimmick eh. Pag may 7 a.m. po kayo na call time the next day, or if your friends nga are not available, obviously you want to gimmick with your friends. So things are kailangan din nakaplano, or yung literally biglaan na on the day of na parang, oh my gosh, I have this day free, you have this day free, let's watch a movie. Like that's the best we can do at this point because nga for all of us, work is priority.
Wow, okay. Ayan, sige mamaya natin pag-usapan din yung mga iba pang, outside PBB na mga ganaps ni AC. Pero ito na, how was it interacting naman with the housemates? Sino yung mga mabilis na nakagaanan mo ng loob? Or yun nga, very friendly ka ba then outside and did that help you na makipag-mingle sa loob?
Ako po, for people who have known me talaga for a long time, nakikisama po talaga ako. My energy is always high up, and I don't want to speak for myself, obviously, but the other housemates, I know, and I'm sure that they've seen that. But interacting with the housemates, I really loved it. I got to know people on a deeper level, which has been not hard, but it's very selective for me recently because nga of the time that we have and work that happens. You're never really able to really just sit and talk to someone derecho, no interruptions, and that's what we had in PBB. So I really got closer to people that were only my acquaintances before, and I got to know about their life and they got to know about mine. So we've all gotten to know each other on a deeper level. And that's why I feel like every single time na may bagong evictee, agad-agad we text, we hang out, we ask how they are, ganun ganon because it was real. Ako po at least when I was inside, naging totoo po talaga ako. And I gave my all in the friendship and I wasn't playing the game that they wanted to play. They wanted us to play. So, yun po, I made good friendships and I really made a new family going into PBB.
And you became close ba? Would you say kasi parang madali ka bang nakapag-open up kina like Michael and AZ or may iba pa ba na mga housemates na
Lahat naman po sila, I can't say that there was one person I didn't get close with because I really got close with every single person, which you guys, there's a lot that nung nakalabas na po ako, they were like, close ka pala dito, dito, dito. Because nga, hindi po pinapakita lahat. There's a lot of context that has not been shown. But I feel like I got close with everyone. But of course, I had my book club, our book club, which was me, Josh, Kira, Charlie, and AZ. And that didn't happen purposefully. We just noticed na parang when there are days na we just wanted to be on our own, bigla na lang makikita namin na sa labas, all five of us, or the four of us, the five of us, are reading all of a sudden, all together. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's how our book club formed. And then also Michael, yes, Michael at the same time I got super close with because parehas po kami from Canada, specifically from Vancouver, specifically like same area. So he knew things about my childhood that nobody else here has known and vice versa. So we also got super close because we got to talk about life and got to talk about home. So parang we felt home in each other being in PBB. Yun po.
Yeah, and I guess very rare nga 'no, since you come from Canada na may makausap ka na, uy, alam mo yung mga tinambayan mo nung bagets ka and
Opo, as in alam niya yung childhood best friends ko that nobody knows here in the Philippines. Because nga, we realized, and parang we got to match it up together na we were from the same school district. We would go to the same mall, the same tambay place to eat. Ganun ganun po. So it was really like, whoa, you're from home. That's so
yeah.
cool. And it's very hard to feel a piece of home when you move across the world. So it was really nice to have that in PBB.
And, you've never seen him before sa Canada. Tas ang
In
galing how
Opo, in Canada hindi. Though he said he met me sa mall. Pero hindi ko na po maalala. There were a lot of people in the
oh
mall.
my
But
gosh,
yeah,
okay.
but I've also met him a few times before entering PBB kasi nga most of these people inside of the house were really my acquaintances. I've known them, and I've seen them because we've worked together. Opo.
Ayan. So siyempre naging aware ka outside na parang may mga, iba na well, siguro nami-misconstrue yung closeness or siguro dahil lagi kayo nakikita or yun yung naha-highlight sa mga episodes or sa clips sa videos online na naging close kayo, ganyan. Did you talk about it now that you're both outside?
It's
Um,
funny, we were laughing.
okay.
Kasi sa loob ng bahay, hindi po talaga gano'n. And obviously, I understand when you are given no context to a friendship and you're only given that, the moments that we would hug, yun, that's like the most we would ever get out, a hug. Because that's just how us Canadians are. That's the same way I am with Darren, if you guys notice. Uh, we are very clingy. We're very clingy when we feel someone from home. But again, I understand when you are given no context to a friendship, there are a lot of narratives that you can create. And with the power of social media nowadays, but one narrative is out and people cling on to that, yun na yun. So I understand how it looked, but again, for us inside and outside hanggang ngayon, our friendship is strong. We created a strong bond. Hindi naman din siya naging fake. So we brought that also outside. But when me and Michael saw each other, we were laughing because we were like, huh? Ganun pala yung pagkita ng friendship namin sa labas. When in the inside, we were like, wow, how cool is it? Like, what a coincidence for the world to put two people that feel like home for each other inside of this house. It's so rare, only 20 people. How many people are there in the world, right? So for us to be put together there was so cool for us. And yun po, it didn't ruin our friendship naman. There was nothing like that because in the inside naman we were good. We were good. There was nothing. There was nothing, honestly. So okay naman po kami.
And I think I saw in one of the clips online na you mentioned na you are comfortable developing friendships with guys. Siguro yung iba kasi hindi sanay na kailangan mga girls. Yun yung usual ka mag-gravitate towards sa mga girls, no? Pero with you, yun nga, you have Darren as your best friend outside. So,
Opo, I mean I have I have a lot of different friends. I mean, hindi naman siya yung hindi ako selective ever na no, I don't want to be friends with you. No, I just see who I vibe with. That's really all it is. If I feel like you don't want to vibe with me, I respect you and I will take a step back. But if you do, then I definitely will. It's never like I don't want to be friends with you. I personally will not make the effort. I will always make the effort. Lagi po ako nag-effort to get along with people and get to know them. But if you don't vibe with me respectfully, that's completely fine. There's 7 million people in the world. I'm not gonna get along with all 7 million people. That's just how
for
life is.
sure.
So,
Ayan.
yeah.
Correct. And even yung book club, parang parehong may kapamilya and kapuso. So, hindi ba siya naging ano na, ay, from different network. Kasi this is the first time that we're kuya put together kapuso and kapamilya stars in the
I
house,
actually
di ba?
don't feel like we ever had a wall between the kapamilyas and the kapusos po. Nung first day pa lang, there's that clip that came out where we were outside like jamming na nagbubudots po kami. That was me and all the kapusos. Lahat po kami kapuso doon. Me, Mike, lahat po kami kapuso. Basta ako, I was with all the kapusos. And I didn't even realize until people pointed it out sa labas. Kasi we've never looked at each other like that. There were only moments na nare-realize namin na, uy, kapamilya kapuso kasi sineseparate kami ni kuya for activities where we would have to do kapamilya kapuso. But aside from that, we were always just vibing. Lahat po kami. Walang ano na, hindi, ayokong ano dyan, kapamilya yan, kapuso yan. Never po. We were always mixing and matching. And hindi po namin nare-realize, hindi po namin ginagawa purposefully. It was just the vibe in the house po talaga.
Okay. Ayan, siyempre ito pang isa sa mga naging highlights din 'no, napakita sa PBB ay yung interaction or dynamics ninyo ng ka-PBB duo mo na si Ashley Ortega. So how was it, then inside the house and now that, you've seen more of each other outside the house na may mga maraming iba-ibang reactions dun sa mga naging ano ninyo, encounters sa loob. Would you want to say anything about it?
Sa loob po ng bahay, there were, again, when you are given no context to a friendship or to a comment, it is so easily, it can so easily be taken in a different way. So I understand. I understand what people were saying sa labas. Pero sa loob ng bahay, and Ate Ash has also talked about this in interviews, it wasn't anything big. I had said some misjudgments about her kasi nga we were there for only a week and that's my fault. And immediately, same day, sinabihan ko din po siya agad. Yeah, and then we restarted, we became a duo, and we spent the rest of our PBB journey together. That's what it was for us sa loob ng bahay. It didn't become something that was continuously talked about. It was just one thing that happened during the day that we would reset and continue on with our friendship. If anything, that's ako po, my perspective is that that's how a lot of friendships or relationships happen. May mga down parts, may mga bumps in the road, but it's how you choose to fix it. If you're both open-minded, if you're both willing to make the friendship work, then it's gonna work po talaga. And I can say, me and Ate Ash's story is, I love our story because ever since getting out, we've gotten so much closer. We have this one thing that I notice with us always is like, pag may kinakain ako, I already know in my head that Ate Ash is gonna want a bite of it when I'm with her because I know her na. I know her. That's how close we've gotten ever since becoming a duo. And I'm glad Kuya put us together. I'm glad fate put us together so that we can continue our story from what initially happened po. So yeah, from inside to out, we are okay. Between me and her, we are okay. However, people see it or saw it or their comments about us now will not affect me and Ate Ash's friendship because we created it naman po talaga without their opinions. So it's not like we're gonna allow them to break it because of their opinions.
Siguro yun nga, nakita naman natin, no, nung mga iba ding mga netizens na there were moments na you would really be vulnerable about your feelings na very candid. You said earlier, you didn't play the game that others expected you to play and you just siguro shared your thoughts, no, candidly with your housemates. And then, even then, you would have moments na teka lang, nagse-self-check ka and then you immediately talk to that person kung ano man yung naisip mo with other housemates. Siguro can you just share what was going through your mind at that time na kasi nga may mga self-checking ka, may self-awareness ka
Opo.
even yung during that journey itself, no?
I think ako po, naging comfortable po ako to say how I feel about a certain person because it became something around our group. We had like this agreement nung nasa loob ng bahay na, oh, when someone feels something about someone, sabihin agad ha. Or we started things with like first impressions or sometimes in random conversations, people would be like, alam mo, kala ko maarte ka. A lot of people went up to me during that, during PPP where they said, kala ko talaga maarte ka because of the way you talk, because of the way your tono, ganon, ganon. So I felt comfortable to say my opinions about someone. And that's why, same day po, yun po, may realization na I shouldn't say this. It's not fair that other people know this opinion about this certain person, but this certain person doesn't know. Kaya sinasabi ko po agad talaga. I don't like the feeling, and I don't know if it ever released, but I would say all the time na iba kasi talaga pag kumakain na kayo together, nagtutoothbrush po kami sa isang sink. So, iba talaga yung feeling when you're toothbrushing in one sink together, nagpe-pray kayo together, and then you're carrying this heavy feeling about them when you know you can so easily fix it and get over it and understand where they're coming from if you talk to them. So yun po, those are my self-realizations because genuinely I wanted to be okay with everyone. Same way how they had opinions about me, and when they talked to me about it, when I would hear about it, and we were finally able to talk about it, naging okay na din po kami. And that's just how life works. That's how friendships work. So I'm glad we all had, I'm glad I had that self-realization right away nung nasa loob po ako. Instead of yung prinolong ko po, and my journey did get cut short, and then hihintayin ko pa po sila sa labas. So I'm glad I got to fix those issues. I got to fix those problems right away. Same day agad.
Even with Bianca.
Ako personally, I never had anything against Bianca ever. I love her. But again, when you're given no context, it is gonna be looked at differently. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know what they showed also kasi hindi ko na po pinanood. But if I were just to go through it briefly, there were things that I was hearing sa labas, that were being said for a very long time. I never ever never said anything ill about Beyonce. I love that girl genuinely. And so when we finally had the moment to talk, because we never had the moment to talk sa labas. We've always been like acquaintances. And again, there's that common denominator that could make things awkward, and people can say things to make things even more awkward between us. Um, but yun, when we finally got the moment inside, when I saw her, I wanted to let everything out. Kasi nga, I don't like to keep that heavy feeling. And I sleep beside her po kasi she's my good morning and good nights. So, I didn't want to have that heavy feeling. So, kinausap ko din po siya agad. And it made things so much better. Hindi din po pinakita yung friendship namin after. Because when I got out, everyone was like, oh, hindi kayo naging close ni Bianca. And I was like, huh? Sobrang naging close kami ni Bianca. We got to talk through all of our problems. And now we're super okay. So, I'm glad na nilabas ko din po agad. Actually, it was hard for me also. Because I was overthinking na parang, baka she doesn't even want to talk about it. She might take things differently, ganun, ganun. But no, it was so nice to have an open-minded conversation with her, and we handled things so well. And I'm glad, and she's also glad because she said it in the house na we got to talk about it early. Because what if I never let it out? I would have that regret of us not building our friendship from zero and starting it from the beginning, and then it becoming so strong po.
Ayan. And now, after siguro may 1 month na ba or lampas na
Parang
naput
magta
na
2 months. 2
2
months na
months
po.
na since you
Opo.
came out, no? Were you able to process everything that you've experienced inside? Ano yung mga realizations mo or biggest difference about yourself after your PBB experience?
Madami po. There's a lot of things that I've realized. I've gotten a lot of comments. I've gotten a lot of comments about who I am, and dinedefine po kung sino ako. At the end of the day, kilala ko po sarili ko. I know how things were seen. I know how things were put out, that yun nga can easily be misinterpreted. And there are certain things, yes po, na completely I understood and took in, that I could have handled it in a different way. But I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy that, I have no bad blood with anyone. I fixed any issue. Wala pong bullying issue na nangyayari dito. And hinihintay ko na lang po talaga pag lumabas, matatawa din po yung mga housemates seeing that. But there are some self-realizations, of course, within myself of how I could have handled things the way that I talk. Definitely, I've taken everything that everyone has said to me as constructive criticism. And then anything else that's below the belt, I do not take in. But yes, at the end of the day, I made mistakes, and I have acknowledged those mistakes, and I have chosen to be better. Just like any human being, you try to be better every day in any aspect. So that's what I'm trying to do now po. And I got those realizations from the inside to the outside world. So yun po, I'm just trying to be better every day and take in what anyone says about me because I understand where they're coming from.
But with you, I mean, on the other hand, nasaktan ka ba? Meron ka bang any words that were thrown at you na parang, medyo unfair naman ata yan?
Opo, of course, paglabas ko, ang dami pong sinasabi. There was support, there was constructive criticism, there's people making fun of me. Naging meme din po kami ni Ate Ash. Actually, that was cool. If anything, that helped my paglabas so much more because I was able to laugh about it, to laugh about my journey because everybody knows a different story from that meme. They don't know what was actually happening inside. So that's fine. Pero as a normal human being, nasaktan naman din po ako. And nasaktan din ako kasi nasaktan si Mami. And also coming out, my friends also were like, well, what happened? Like I didn't understand how it was the outside world, and I still don't understand until now how bad it was for my mom and my friends. Na dinadamay po sila, which I don't understand why. There were comments being said about me, like super below the belt. Someone told me na, and I don't know if this is allowed, cut out yun na lang po, but someone messaged me saying, ay, sana masagaan, basta someone was saying, sana I'll get hit by a truck.
Sana masagasaan ka.
Yes po, that word. Ano po?
Masagasaan.
Masagasaan.
Yes, correct.
Yun po. Someone told me, sana I'll get hit by a truck. Yun po.
Ang mean naman.
Sobrang lala na po talaga. And those people also had some self-realizations. So yun po, there's a lot of moments where I did get hurt. A lot of things that I know should not have been thrown at me, but that's okay because yun nga, I understand everybody feels a certain way. And I'm just glad I had a very, very strong support group who helped me through it all and talked to me through it. So yun po, and that's just life. I keep saying that's life. Masasaktan ka. You're gonna be put down. People are gonna step on you. What matters the most is how you get up.
Yes.
So I got up from it. I made sure to not give up, and that's where I am now. I still see a lot of people every day, who are like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, have you been able to process?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm still there's still parts that are hurting, but I'm getting better." And that's all that matters. That's really all that matters. It's just my journey was put out for the world to see. But this is something that everybody goes through, honestly. So, sana makita na lang po ng tao, sana ma-take in na lang po ng tao na my journey, though it was hard, though there was people throwing me everywhere, I'm still here. Nandito pa rin po ako. I'm trying to make people happy. I'm trying to inspire people. Sana ma-inspire po sila with my story.
Yes, and yun nga ang ganda nung sinabi mo na yung standing back up. I think there's a Japanese saying na fall down 7 times, come back 8, no? Na it's not as if end of the world na noon, time na yon. You can always develop or correct things kasi may chance naman lagi, no? And may tendency lang na yung ibang tao masyadong inaano mo na, uy, dinidiin. Kasi yun na the end. No? Yun yung nakita.
Yes.
But it's nice to know that nakapag-ano ka na, adjust and may good support system ka to nakakasama mo na mag-isip kung paano ba yung nangyari, kung parang debrief or kung ano man.
Opo, it's always nice to have friends din po na hindi tinatolerate yung actions mo. Kasi paglabas ko po, pinagsabihan din po ng friends ko talaga. And that's what also helped me. Because I know these friends are not just, okay lang yan, hindi. They really told me off. They helped me be better. They helped me grow. And in everything that I do, they truly do help me. Yeah, yun po. So find a good support system, friends.
Yes, 'di ba? Correct.
Find your real circle.
Yan, yung mga talagang they mean well, no? Even if tough love minsan. Ayan. So ito na, nagkaroon ng twist ang PBB at nagkaroon bigla ng wild card. Ikaw ba, inaspire mo na makasama ka doon, makabalik sa bahay ni Kuya? And if ever nakabalik ka, hypothetically, sino or ano yung gusto mong gawin? Sino yung mga gusto mong unang kausapin? Or ano yung gusto mo sanang maipakita pa sa bahay ni Kuya?
Well, there was always that hope. Nung sinabihan po ako na may wild card, I was on the way to San Francisco for work. So I was like, oh my God, ang dami nangyayari. But yeah, like there was always that hope of going inside. But there was also that chance na parang when I found out it was voting, I was like, medyo naging iffy po ako because I know a lot of the public don't like me. And I've accepted it. Okay lang po yun. Pero as I said, I will always rise. I will always stand up. And I've told myself so many times na don't give up. I've told that also so many times to other people na don't give up. You can't give up. So who am I to all of a sudden be a hypocrite and not take in my own advice? So I still pushed for the chance. I did as best as I can. I can't force people. I will never force people to like me or to vote for me. Hindi naman po ganon. At least I tried. At least wala po akong regret na sayang sana at least nagpa-vote ako or nag-post ako or I at least tried for the wild card. Because I will always have that regret if I don't try. And at the end of the day, if I chose to ever give up in my life or in my career, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be in the Philippines. I wouldn't have achieved all these things. I wouldn't have been able to help my mom. So yun po yung mindset ko lagi. And if I was able to go inside po, I would have, I feel like I would have gone to Ate Klang because she's our mom. And it's been 2 ASAP cycles na wala din po siya. Usually I see her all the time pag ASAP cycle. Or AZ and Will, I would have given them the biggest hug. Sila po talaga yung iniyakan ko. Well, the people outside of the house, nasa labas na po kasi sila. But including AZ and Will, like sila po iniyakan ko kasi namimiss ko po sila. So those are the people I would have probably gone and hugged right away.
And then I saw your reaction nung nakita mo kung sino yung mga votes and you were expecting na you got the lowest votes. Bakit?
Kasi alam niyo naman na din po kung bakit. Pero yeah, I expected na ako yung 4%. First day pa lang po of voting, nag-post agad sila ng results and there was a 4%. And I was like, yeah, that's me. I owned up to it. I was like, ako yun, ako yung 4%. Because with how people reacted, na I even tried for the wild card, people were so harsh, which I don't understand why. Because you should always take the chance to work for that second chance.
Yeah.
You should never give up on it, unless there are other reasons why. But you should always try all the time. So I don't understand why people were so harsh. Pero yun nga, people were harsh and then they posted the results na may 4%. I was like, yeah, that's me. Inunap ko na po talaga. And
But you weren't the 4%.
Po?
You weren't the 4%, right?
Yes, I found out nung last week when they announced nga the wildcard na I was the 14%. And I really was like, what? No way. There are people who still believed in me because I really had already accepted that 4% was probably just my mom and like my supporters. But yun nga po, I never thought I would have been the 14%. Kaya nung nakita ko po talaga, sobrang saya ko po talaga na, wow, there are still people who believe in me. Because people were so harsh po talaga on me. And that's why a lot of people were like, are you okay nga? Ganon. And the world can be harsh. But seeing that 14%, it gave me like an opening na, hindi, kaya ko to. It was another reason to keep pushing and to keep being better. Because if these people believe in me, I will believe in myself. And it's a circle na I will give them that inspiration to keep going. So I was just really happy. And until now, and I keep telling people, I texted so many people and I kept tweeting where I was like, I'm so grateful for the 14%. Because after everything I went through, I felt like I deserved that 4%. And I realized ko, no one deserves anything that low. Everyone deserves love. But
Yes.
yun po, yeah, I've taken it in as that week of voting, that 4% was also helping me just get better and get stronger and rise from it. But then when I got that 14%, I was also so happy that there's still people who believed in me. So yun po, everything I'm just trying to take in a way to keep going po.
Ayan. Eto na, sino ang big winner mo or top 4? Since itong, hindi ko alam kung kailan ba magtatapos. May expected finale na ba? Kung kailan? Ang PBB, wala pa.
Hindi ko po alam.
Pero ikaw,
Wala po alam.
kung ikaw ang tatanungin, sino yung personal picks mo for top 4 and big
Top
winner?
4. So 4 people lang po. 2 duos.
Di ba? Duos kaya yan.
I don't know. We've just been
single.
answering in that way. Pero we don't know how it's gonna work sa loob.
Sige,
But
wag nang duo.
siguro
Ang
big
ano ng
winner
duo,
na lang.
yung
Or
big winner na lang. Sige, big winner.
okay, big winner. Kasi alam naman po na, well, that's how they announced it nung una. But I'm not sure. But siguro big winner for me. Oh, hirap na. Ang hirap na big winner.
Bakit? Marami ka ba bet?
Oh my gosh. Kasi for the past few interviews, it's always been big 4. So may choices po kami of 4 people. Pero big winner, that means only 1 kapamilya, 1 kapuso.
Okay, para madali ang kap, mag-4 ka and then pick your big winner from that 4 people.
Okay. So, Ate Klang, Esnir. Those are my 2 kapamilyas. And then Will for kapuso. And then 1 more kapuso. Who else is inside now? AZ. Will AZ. Oh my gosh. And then I have to pick from them?
Yeah, why them? Why those 4 people?
Why those 4? I think pretty self-explanatory naman po yung Ate Klang and Esnir. They've made such an impact in the house. And halata naman po sa nominations, never po sila na-nominate. Or very rare po sila na ma-nominate. Because Esnir, obviously, nakikita naman po ng lahat na he makes everybody laugh. He's a big joy. He's a light in the house. But at the same time, may deeper side si Esnir that I loved learning about nung nasa loob ako. I loved learning about what he went through, his struggles now, because hindi po talaga halata with everything that he's showing. So it's that. He is big winner material of a person who's growing, figuring it out, and still being that positive light. And that's same for Ate Klang. She has been exactly that also. She's been our mom at the same time. Cooking, if you notice, never naging problem sa bahay this season yung walang weekly budget. Because we never had to worry about food because Ate Klang would always figure it out. Or if we had a crazy task going on, kami, ginagawa namin yung task. Si Ate Klang, she's cooking na agad in the kitchen. She really is our mom talaga. She's made such an impact in the house also. AZ because she's had such good character development. Yung nakikita niyo po already is amazing character development, but at the same time, nung nasa loob po ako, seeing her growth, seeing her mindset of how she's finally chosen herself. Because the girl from the first night na nagkakwento po sa aming girls versus the girl now is completely different. I love her for that. I'm so happy for her. Will, because like I've been saying, underdog po siya. Tahimik po siya pero madami po siyang kaya na hindi alam ng tao until he releases it right away. And Will is also one of the first people that I got close to in the house agad. So yun. Opo, that's why they're my big 4.
Ayan.
Parang hindi ko na po kaya pumili ng dalawa.
Talaga? Bakit?
Hindi ko na po kaya. Ang hirap na po ng 4 kasi lahat naman po talaga sila deserving with how I met them inside of the house. So, yeah, hirap. Siguro we'll see na lang who from my 4 becomes big winner when it happens.
Ayan. So, syempre, no, sayang talaga AC, no, na you were hoping na, but some people, some of your fans are hoping na mapunta pa kayo doon, lalo na kayo ni Ashley. Kasi kayo yung una na evict. Sayang hindi kayo masyadong mas nakilala nung mga um, viewers, no? Hindi masyado napakita pa yung iba ninyong mga journey. Ang saya na
Yeah.
bumalik sana kayo din. Pero
Yes.
ito, so siguro, kung dahil Petsters, hindi natin masyadong nakita yun doon sa bahay ni Kuya. Siguro kwenta mo lang kami ng konti about etong journey mo coming from Canada and being here in the Philippines. What was it like? Bakit mo pinili na pumunta dito sa Pilipinas when you're already in Canada? I mean, maraming mga iba, parang they want to live there and kasi maganda yung buhay. Dito ba, ano yung naisip mo? Bakit mas pinili mo na pumunta dito sa Pilipinas?
Maganda naman din po buhay dito. I love the Philippines. Philippines is also home for me. When I was in Canada, I was raised under a Filipino household. I lived with my mom's whole side of the family. So they really taught me my Filipino values. Tagalog that never was away from me. Nakakaintindi po talaga ako because they helped me learn that. I was always surrounded by Filipino culture. I was so involved in Independence Day. Lagi po ako nagpe-perform. The reason why I started dancing was because I started with Filipino cultural dances, tinikling, singkil, cariñosa. That's how I started. So I was raised as a Filipino po talaga. So I've always been interested to come back here to learn about home and to experience it. So when I had the opportunity to come here um, and do Dance Kids, I did it. I did it right away. I did the competition. At tapos nung nanalo po kami, and then we were given the opportunity to now live here, and I could turn my passion into a job. That's the coolest thing ever. That's anyone's dream. So I was Jipo right away. And of course, with the support of my mom, dire-diretso na po yun. And I've been living a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life here in the Philippines. And I still go back home because nandun po yung pamilya ko. But I love the Philippines. I love home. I love the Filipino people. I love learning so much here. I love the industry. Yun po. So it's been a good journey so far.
So the biggest sacrifice is really being away from your family in
My
Canada.
family. Opo. But I get to see them every holiday. We talk a lot. They're also kept up with my life. Yun po. And that's something that you have to do. You have to make so small sacrifices every now and then. My brother is in Canada po. So my mom goes back and forth between me and my brother sa Canada.
Kaya kayo naging close ni Darren talaga since pareho kayong
Yes.
taga-Canada, pareho kayo sa
Opo, may
music.
automatic like closeness pag alam mo taga-Canada po. Iba siya. Iba yung feeling.
Ayan. And then of course, no, through the years, we've also seen you try different routes. Nag-Riverdale ka, 'di ba? And marami ka pang ibang mga sinalihan na mga bakit gano'n? I mean, talagang gano'n ka ba, go-getter attitude? As a showstopper nga ng Canada, talagang ano ba, dedicated showstopper. So, yun ka talaga as a person, yung talagang
Opo.
go-getter.
I want to be moving at all times. I need to be doing something at all times. I've always been that type of person. My mom raised me to be the kind of person who just keeps going, keeps improving, keeps learning. So yes, I for Riverdale, I was doing self tapes during the pandemic. That's why I was able to book Riverdale. Same as Dance Kids, nag-audition po kami. Ellen, the reason why I got on Ellen was because I was doing so many dance competitions. Na videos were being uploaded. And I was going everywhere, doing whatever I could. My day-to-day routine, nung nasa Canada po ako, was school from 7 to 3. I'd go home just to drop off my brother. And then diretso po akong dance until 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Go home, sleep, next day, same thing. Pag wala pong school because of break, I will be 7 a.m. at the dance studio until late night, same day the next day. I've always been like that. If there's nothing to do, I was joining sports teams in school. I was in every single team. That's why I'm still friends with all of my teachers from school because everybody knows me kasi lahat sinasalihan ko po talaga. So I've always been that type of person na kailangan may gawin. Even until now, dito po sa condo, 'pag wala pong trabaho and my friends are not available, I'll be coloring books. I'll be writing in my journal. I'll be dancing here, be making TikToks. Ganun po talaga ako. I'm a very movement person. That's why sometimes it's hard for me to fall asleep. But yeah, I've always been that type of person. I always want to keep learning. It's so cool to learn. And it's always so cool to have that room for improvement. Until now, even with dance, I'm still learning po.
So you never thought of quitting, I mean, even in the past when parang when you're waiting for a project or a big break, you don't let it daunt you yung ganon.
I've never had the mindset naman po na I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a project. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna sit still and wait. I'm gonna move and wait. That's what it's been. And also I mean things come in because you work hard for it. So anything that I've gotten now is because I put in the work for it. Yung mga dance covers ko po, yung mga TikToks ko po, anything that had gone out, anything that I did was because I worked hard for it first. Hindi naman po siya yung binigay lang sa akin. So, yeah, there are times where it can be scary because the industry is a competition. It's a world where there's always someone new, there's always someone younger than you, prettier than you, ganon ganon. Alam naman po natin ng ganon. But as long as you keep going, as you keep pushing, yun po like I keep saying, and you don't give up, it'll come. Everything happens for a reason. Something will come to you when it happens. Yun po. But there are definitely times where it's gotten scary for me. And I did want to give up in terms of mental health wise. But because I have such a strong support system, yun nga po, I was able to push through. And I'm so glad I was able to push through because I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for it.
Do you still remember your first talent fee and what you bought afterwards when you got
Oh my
it?
God.
Yung
First
medyo, kung hindi man super very first, since you started young, di ba? Yung medyo alam mo na aware ka na how much it is ng mga
siguro
bago.
first po dito po sa Pinas was ASAP. Because that was one of the first shows that we guested on. ASAP has been my home po talaga. But I think my first TF there was parang 3K lang. And I used that to buy clothes for my ASAP prod. Because during that time, I did not grow up with the privilege of having all of these things and all of that. So we did not have the money for a stylist, a hairstylist, or a makeup artist. Kaya the people who have known me since the start of my career, ako lang po nagme-makeup sa sarili ko, si mami po yung nag-hair, or kung may in-house na hair. And yun nga po, I would use that TF to buy clothes for my prod for ASAP.
As an investment, no?
Opo, as an investment po talaga. Yeah.
Now, at this point in your life, 22, would you say that you know how to handle your earnings better, or your mom still help you with it?
My mom still helps me with it. I am definitely still learning how to be an adult. I'm getting into my years of adulting. I'm 22. How old am I? 22 na po ako. Magta-23 po ako this year.
would know better.
Sorry. But yun po, my mom has been helping me through all of it. She's still here. She's outside right now.
Wow.
So she's been helping me through everything. Yes, with earnings, with life, with career, with personal, nandun po siya.
Ayan. At syempre, di ko palalampasin ng pagkakataon to ask about Harvey. How are you and Harvey now? After your
I know, sobrang weird. Sobrang weird po when I get asked. I'm like, shoot, I keep forgetting na nag-out pala kami. Nakalimutan ko po. Pero yes, sorry po. Continue.
Kasi pre-PBB, parang hindi nga, no? Tapos bigla, sila pala ni Harvey.
Never po ako nag-out about a relationship of mine. I've always been the type na, private lang kung ano nakikita nyo. That's what you get is what you see. That's always been how I am. But yes. Ano po tanong niyo po doon?
How are you now after your PBB? I
We're
mean,
good. We're really
stronger
good.
ba ang
Ano po?
relationship? Stronger ba ang relationship?
Yes. Going in, we were super scared because nga people can misinterpret, people can take us in a different way, or even the distance. Not even the distance. I was right. I'm super near lang PBB. We're super near. He's super near to PBB, but it was the not talking to each other, not the no updating. Na yun nga yung nakikita niya was very different also from what actually happened. So coming out, actually we were really strong. There were things we needed to talk through, but that was it. As long as there's communication at gusto nyong dalawa na mag-work, magwo-work. Yun lang yun. That's how any relationship and friendship works. So we're super good. I feel like we've been more quiet because na out na because we went out to the world. So we've been more quiet social media wise and publicly, but we're good. We're really good.
Is it difficult handling a relationship given that you're both determined to make it in showbiz or meron kayong mga kanya-kanyang individual projects? I mean, what is it like for an artista na at your age handling a relationship?
Well, both of us are still very young and we both really have a mindset na enjoy lang tayo. Let's just enjoy this relationship. Yes, we are taking it seriously. Obviously, you don't go into a relationship just to have fun. We have to take each other seriously also. But at the end of the day, alam naman din po namin na we are both so career minded, and that's what our goal, both of our goal has been since we were young. Harvey came from going bulilit. He's been working more years than me. Sinasabi ko lagi, veteran ko si Harvey. I've been watching him since nasa Canada pa po ako. So, I really like, I've been looking up to him. So, both of us are very career-minded, and we knew that before going into PBB. We knew that before going into the relationship. So, alam po namin yung priorities namin. And right now, we're just enjoying. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But if we're meant to be, then we'll come back together. Ganun din po yung mindset namin. So, we're chilling. We're chilling right now.
Ayan. At syempre nakita ka namin sa Lolong and Maka. Ano ba bang mga ibang pinagkakaabalahan ngayon ni AC?
Ngayon po, we are starting to do promo. I think it's been announced naman din po for the Four Bad Boys and Me. Abangan nyo na lang po yung mga trailers and all of that. But I'm super excited. It's something that's been taking a while. But yeah, I'm so excited, super excited for the movie to come out very soon. You'll see details, you'll see everything. Pero super cool kasi nung nasa loob po kami ng bahay, pinag-uusapan namin to ni River and Brent because we were all at taping together at on shooting on set together, and then all of a sudden magkasama ulit kami sa PBB. Sobrang coincidence. So cool. You're gonna see a lot of your faves in the movie, so watch out.
Wow, magkasama pala kayo ni River dyan sa movie. Okay.
Opo, and Brent.
And then, what was it like na working naman with Kapuso stars outside? Like yun nga sa Maka and sa Lolong. Kasi of course, you're used to appearing in ABS-CBN and biglang, eto, may chance to work with yung kabilang bakod.
Opo. Sobrang cool ng feeling. To be able to bounce between ABS and GMA for the first time. I told them din po na it was my first time ever stepping into the GMA building, ever showing up on GMA TV, because my whole life kapamilya po talaga ako. So I was very grateful that they gave me the opportunity, both ABS and GMA, that I was allowed to step into their building and show up on their shows. It was cool working with all the GMA artists, getting to know the staff. Ate Ash was a great way to be able to feel welcomed because I was on set with her. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, lahat naman po tayo, we are artistas. We're entertaining, we're inspiring, we're doing this role that we're given, and we're working. So when I got on set, trabaho naman po talaga. But we really, really did enjoy. I enjoyed so much being on Lolong and Maka. But there's always that interesting factor na parang, whoa, you're on GMA. Wow, nakapag-GMA ka na. But yeah, I enjoyed definitely.
Ayan. Yun ba ang impact sa tingin mo ng PBB Celebrity Collab for you? Yung being able to, parang mas lumawak yung network, no? In a
Opo,
way,
and
did you
also
feel it?
just to show people na walang network war for us mga artistas at
Mm.
least. We see each other and we're like, oh, hey, I watched you on ano, I saw you on ano, I see your billboard when I'm driving, yung mga ganon. Like,
Mm.
it's small things like that. And we see each other, we're like, at the end of the day, we are on the same field inspiring other people, and that's always the goal. That's the reason why we all do this, to inspire, to help people feel things, to help people go through what they're going through. So yun, we have respect for one another, and for us wala pong network war, and I'm glad PBB collab was a way for them to see how we live our regular lives, na wala pong label na kapuso ka, kapamilya ka, wala pong ganun.
Ayan. So, saan pa aabangan ng Pepsters at ng iyong fans, ikaw, in the coming months or weeks
Of
for
course,
2025?
Opo. Yes, of course, we never know what the future holds. But as of right now, you can catch me on ASAP every Sunday. And I Want ASAP, I also host on there. And The Four Bad Boys and Me movie coming out very soon. And anything more that you want will be on social media po. AC Bonifacio everywhere. Yun po.
Ayan, sige. Can you invite Pepsters kung saan ka din pwedeng i-follow ng mga iyong mga social media accounts?
Yes po, mga Pepsters, of course. Again, you can follow me on all social media accounts. Just search up AC Bonifacio and makikita nyo na po lahat. Thank you po. Thank you, Pep, for having me again.
Thank you so much, AC, for sharing your story with Pep, no? Ang saya na makita ka at makausap ka dahil grabe, ang bilis ng mga pangyayari, no? Siguro if there's anything na you want people to know more about you, siguro outside na ngayon, no? After PBB and all that, ano kaya yun? Ano yung gusto mong
Know
um,
more about me? Siguro po my hunger to grow and be better, which I think a lot of people have been seeing, but I want you guys to take it in as a way to also grow and be better and be inspired. Para full circle na to. Yun po. I want them to see my hunger for the craft and for life.
Ayan. All right. Once again, we have AC Bonifacio on Pep Spotlight. Thank you, Pepsters, for watching us. Continue to follow us on our social media accounts na ilalabas natin dyan on screen. And syempre, subaybayan nyo lang lagi ang pep.ph para sa ating mga latest stories about entertainment news. And we have lifestyle and non-celebrity sections also. So, ayan. Thank you so much, AC.
Thank you po. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Pep.